Hi, and welcome to the Uncle Bill Dube Variety Channel. And thank you for coming. This is the place where we're a little unniched because we cook, we camp, we create, we critique, and we climb. Climb is metaphorical for physical activity. This week is our introduction to what we're doing, which is Camp Week. And also, we are going to be doing a comparison of two stoves. There's one on the thumbnail, that's the Vire rocket stove. And the other one that we're comparing it against, it's a versus challenge. The Lexada rocket stove. Both of them are designed for backpacking. The Vire's a little bit more heavy. The Lexada's a little bit more bulky. So it's a trade-off. We'll see which one works better, which one better suits your needs. They each fit in their own little niche. It'll be kind of fun. Later on today, after this live, I'm going to be out searching for wood for both of these stoves because I'm using a regular wood that's collected off the ground because both these are twig stoves. Hi, Bridget. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. You got any questions? Also today, because I wanted to do some announcements and I wanted to show you some vintage tripods that I've collected over the years, just because Uncle Bill likes to show and share and show you weird stuff. Where are you going to get the twigs? I'm going to get the twigs from around town. I'm going to go for a walk. Usually I can find a lot of twigs over near the Navy Exchange, although I was there yesterday and it looked like they cleaned it up fairly well. So I will go down near the Tijuana riverbed. Yes, and that's Tijuana, Mexico. We're real close to Mexico here, which is a lot of fun. I can see Mexico from my backyard. If I was Sarah Palin, I would be seeing Russia. Announcement. Hothkenstroy. He's my buddy. Unfortunately, he's had some trolls after him. I would love to see a lot of people subscribe to his channel, encourage him. This young man is 10 years old. He's taken down every video that he has. There's one that I want him to resurface, and I've given him until the end of the month. And if he doesn't do it by then, I'm actually going to reproduce the exact same one. Not his version, but my version. Because Hothkenstroy, if you take a look at this banner, this was done when he was only 9 years old. Amazing. The kid is talented. And he has a video that's private now. Hopefully he'll bring it out and let it see the sun of day again before the end of the month so that I don't get embarrassed after he re-releases it. It is a video on how to do a quick thumbnail for your videos. It is done in paint.net with a couple of extra extensions to it, additions, whatever, apps. I can't remember what they're called. Plugins. Yes, plugins. Anyways, it is fantastic. I think the video is like maybe 4 or 5 minutes long, so mine will probably be about 15 or 20. Actually kidding, probably 4 or 5 also. But it's a great video. He has a way of doing thumbnails that very few people are doing. So, Hothkenstroy. Remember that name. Go subscribe to his channel anyways, even though there's no videos. Give him some support, people. The kid needs it. I'd love to see it. All right. So it's just you and me, Bridget. I'm going to go get twigs later. Do you want to come join me? Bridget's my daughter. She lives right down the street from me. And yes, I would reward you. All right, let's get into tripods and camera gear. This is one of my most valuable pieces of camera gear. And I forgot the name of it. Oh, clamp it. I'm sorry. It's just Uncle Bill's got a lot of things on his mind today. This is the clamp it. It's made in the United States. It isn't much more expensive than just a regular C clamp. As a matter of fact, it kind of resembles one because it's made with a C clamp and a simple camera mount. This is just an amazing piece of gear. It's made out of aluminum. This thing goes all sorts of different angles. This you can clamp onto just about anything. It's just great device. And you know what? Speaking of the clamp it, I just realized I've been doing my whole live with my microphone way up there. So you probably haven't been able to hear me as well. Although I was told over the phone the other day, not over the phone, on a video chat the other day that my girlfriend could hear me just fine. She said, don't move it because you're plenty loud enough as is. So can you hear me better now, Bridget? Is this a little better? No, I would not want. Oh, so you don't want to go. Well, that's okay. I'll give you a call afterwards. Do you want to see my tripod show? Can I entertain you with a little tripod? This one was from the 1980s. If you notice, it kind of resembles the Starship Enterprise. It is a table tripod made by Nikon. Why this thing did not sell a gazillion of them, I don't know. This thing was just, as you can see, I still have mine. I bought it probably, I think 1984, 1985. I can't remember for sure. The nice thing about this was prior to the days of digital cameras. You could load a camera on it and take the ball head and have it so that you're stabilizing it with your chest and just pull the camera up tight and then click, 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 take your pictures. Or you could put it on the table. This long leg here was made long on purpose for two reasons. One, you could pistol grip the tripod with a longer grip down there. And also for long telephoto lenses, the long leg gave it more support. It was a genius thing. I love this design. As a matter of fact, it's a reason why I haven't bought a tripod that was developed by my friend Pat Flynn yet. But I think I'm going to get one of his too, because I want to do a little comparison. I love this tripod. I love his design too. The thing that his does that mine no way can do as fast is he can just flick it out and it's set up, boom, down. So when Uncle Bill is on the road, he could just flick his tripod out and have the camera ready and then plunk her down. That's when he's a famous YouTuber with millions of subscribers. Right now, I have 2. Next tripod. I wanted to have a Bogan tripod just because so many people talk about them. This one is kind of unique, though. This is their tabletop version, old school, vintage. They have a new tabletop version, which is not nearly as nice as this one. Comes out, strong metal legs, and a strong top. Woo! And it's not going to move. My props aren't cooperating with me today. Oh, there we go. It's a little stiff right now, the ball head. Very stiff, as a matter of fact. I'm going to have to look into that. Here we go. There we go. Now it's nice and loose. Sorry about that, folks. Didn't check my props before. This one actually, 99. I won't probably go out shooting with this ever. But it's in my case, along with my other trinkets of fun and joy. So here's the Bogan tripod. Whoops. I had one tripod that I was so excited about getting. Unfortunately, I took it out, spun the legs, and one of them broke off. You have to be careful with older tripods. I don't know why I brought this out here. It's my knife. It has nothing to do with tripods, but it has to do with camping, and this kind of has to do with camping. Oh, I know what it has to do. I know why I brought it. We'll get into this later. Back to tripods. Have two more to show you. One which is a compact tripod. These were very popular. They still are very popular for a lot of camera aficionados. And the reason being, this tripod, the legs come out to full tripod length. It even has the additional features of being able to fully adjust here. And you can even crank up the center post. These legs come out more, as you can see. Great little tripod. Now, Manon also made a cool tripod. This one actually will do top-down shots. And the way it does that is the same way. It has full legs and everything. Except what they did was they made the center post so that it could pivot out. And let me carefully get this out of here. Yeah, okay, it's out. Here's the center post. You can see how it just pivots down, and you can then crank it so that you could take a shot top down. Pretty cool, huh? I love it. I fell in love with the Manon. I actually bought all of these tripods for less than what you would pay for a top-down tripod new. And now, if you ask any comments down below, I'll show you how I did it. There's a wood that is used for starting fires. It's called fat wood. That's what this is. Usually a soft wood, actually 99% of the time a soft wood that has resin loaded in it. Andrew, great seeing you, my friend. I hope all is doing well. I loved your cake. And I hope that you love, I missed when you got in here, but I've been showing my tripods off, like my Bojan tripod, which didn't want to cooperate with me. My Nikon tripod, which if you ever watched sci-fi, this looks like the Starship Enterprise. And my Manon tripod, which I know you probably saw that one while I was showing it. Now, this week is camping, and we're doing rocket stoves. We're also doing Q&A right now. So if anybody's got any questions, the floor is open. Anything you want to ask me within reason, Uncle Bill will answer. Or I'll say I don't know and find you out the answer and then post it down below. This is a Gerber Shorty, which I was able to get from Walmart. It's a great little knife. It's under $40. Use it for camping. And what I'm going to use it for is taking this fat wood. They sell it like this for barbecues. And why, I don't know, because fat wood, even though it's highly flammable, you have to process it. And by processing it, you just take it and I've not done much on camera, as you can tell. I'm almost a camera virgin, really. So you just curl it up and get it so that there's more surface area. and then light it. And that's why I have this. This is a River Shorty. It is great for camping, also great for what it's actually made for, which is river rescue. You wear this either around your neck, or you can clip it off to your life jacket and then pull it out and cut a rope if you have to. I used it today to hang a hummingbird feeder. So there's that. And any other questions from anybody? Oh, Andrew, it's just you, me, and Bridget today. This kind of reminds me of 2 weeks ago. I love that dessert that you were doing. Is that one of those healthy desserts that you were talking about making? And thanks for getting back with me on the program. Were there any questions you had about that? I know it's I guess not quite the traditional way for people to get in shape, but I think it's much more effective to start out super slow so that your body's actually saying after a while, come on, when are you going to start giving me some abuse? Healthy meals start this week. Okay. Are you going to break out that Did you get your Instapot yet? And which one did you get specifically? I didn't know there's so many types. And Bridget, what we're talking about is that Instant Pot that Brenda got me for Christmas that I think Andrew and I are probably going to end up doing a series on between the two of us. Maybe we'll even collab on one of these things. I think that's the word, collaborate. Yeah, collab. And my mouth is dry. Do I go camping often? Andrew, I wish I went camping often. Ever since my dance with the sea monster, I haven't been out camping since, I don't think. Actually, I haven't. And when they lift the COVID restrictions, I probably will go out camping. It won't be very much of camping. It'll be California camping, where I won't even be allowed to burn wood. But it'll be fun. You know, out under the stars. I have many tents, as you know, and I'll go out. I'm dying to go. Well, not dying. I hope I'm not dying. Every day this side of the dirt is a great day. So today's a great one. They sold out. Oh, no. Well, you know, the truth is, Andrew, if you have a good pressure pot, and have I shown you my pressure pot, my other pressure pot? If you want, I'll go get it. You're very strict. The lockdown for midnight tonight. Lockdown for midnight? Whoa, that is strict. I saw in Germany where they were chasing people off the ski slopes because I guess everybody was out there saying, you know, we're fed up with it. We want to play in the snow. Okay, I'm going to go bring one. Yeah, actually, yeah, I can make it to the, you wait 1 minute. I'll be right back. I just brought two of my favorites here. They're both 6-quart pots. All right, first off, we have the Instapot. This one is the one that you saw me. This is the inside insert for the Instapot that you saw on my last video. And this is the Instapot itself. Just goes in real simply. And my first go with this was a little bit unnerving to me because I've never had a pressure cooker that didn't release steam. And that is one of the interesting things about the even on high pressure with not five. My brain is just not working right today. With 2 cups of water in here, it didn't release any steam out of the thing until I hit the steam release, which is this button. Can't see it. This button right here. And then this releases up and pulls up and releases out steam. This thing will come up at full pressure like this. And that's how that works. It's got so many safeties on this pot. It even told me when I was burning the food the other day, which really surprised me. I have a pressure cooker, which is the yoke type of pressure cooker. This is what I call a traditional pressure cooker. And it's a lot safer than the ones that have the clip-on tops, because the way you release these is you actually push the yoke back down. It goes away from the lid. And if it was under pressure, then the pressure would release out. You can pull off the rattler. These are called rattlers, but in this instance, it actually spins. Here's my safety valve. And it's just a traditional pot, a pressure cooker pot. You can do everything that an Instapot can do in a conventional pressure cooker. Oh, you want to come say hi, don't you? See, she knew that we were talking, so she wanted to talk with us all. Plus, she hasn't been getting the attention that she wants, which is 24/7. And that's what Frankie wants. Just heard Frankie in the background. Yeah, she's not in the background anymore. She's actually... And let's see if I can tilt this just a little bit. There she is right there. She's just patiently, and now I'll probably never get my camera right again for the rest of this live, but that was worth it. There we go. And we're back. And that's pretty much it. Everything I have for today. We've covered what we're going to do this on Friday. And I think I'm kind of crooked, aren't I? I just have it hanging on a nylon thing. So there we go. We're going to be doing rocket stoves on Friday. 2 of them, the Vire and the Lixada. We showed you numerous tripods today. These are all vintage tripods, I might add. One of my favorites, which I want to share with my friend Pat Flynn one of these days and show him the finer things about it. Mostly just the head. Because I think this type of a head on his switch pod for the switch pod mini, when he makes the mini, would be a good alternative to having a separate head. This is an integral part of this tripod. So there we have that. And any questions? She is cute. I do like her. She, unfortunately, Andrew, is... I will be lucky if I get her to last the year, but we'll see. She is the miracle cat. She's over 20 years old this year, and she's a little labored with her breathing lately. And I'm just praying that she makes it till next year. Yeah, it is poor Frankie. But she mostly complains that she's not getting attention. So that's a good thing. She's not complaining about her breathing. It's just something that I notice. So, Andrew, what's your next recipe that you're going to be working on this week? And am I missing anybody in chat? Did you have an overhead tripod? Yeah, I have two of them actually. For doing overhead shots on a recorded video, I'll use this device right here. Which is a magic arm. That's what it's called. And what this does is and this camera here is a Canon, it's a used Canon SD 780 IS camera. It's probably one of the oldest full frame cameras out there, although I know they have probably, I'll be told that thing is one of the newer ones, but I like it because it's nice and cheap and I can put it right over the pot and not worry about the fact that if it gets destroyed by the pot or the steam, I'm only out maybe at most $30, and I haven't had one fail yet. Magic arm cost me about 25, so that's that. Overhead tripod, doing a sugar-free lemon drizzle cake on Wednesday. Yum. Now, are you going to do a quick cheat on that sugar-free? Is it going to be one that you get from the store and then do the lemon drizzle? I love that one with the, is that a fruit cake? I couldn't tell, the one that you were doing with the icing. It looked like a fruit cake to me. Then I just leave camera and magic arm on my shelf that's right here, so that whenever I want, I can just pull it over and start filming. Now, another way to do overhead is with the Nikon Tripod, which is this one. And this one's good for doing just a small, you can, for small work. The best one is the magic arm, though. A magic arm, look out for one. Yes, Andrew, a magic arm would be great for in your kitchen. The technical term for all of this stuff is called grip gear, and it's a nice word to know. And look out for grip gear. One of the, like this stuff, this is a great little piece of gear too. It's called a clamp-it. It's made in the United States, so it probably would cost a fortune in England. They probably have things similar to this, but it's just a C-clamp with a 22 thread per inch, 1/4 inch stainless steel nut. I mean, not nut. Yeah, nut on the end. No, nut, bolt on the end. Getting things all backwards today. It looked like a front. Yeah, that thing looked delicious. And I imagine people were quite friendly after having a nice big piece of it. I like cakes. Bridget, you're not very talkative. Let's see, who else is here? The three of us. We're the Three Musketeers. Oh, you're watching, huh? Oh, that's good. That's good. Andrew, how could we do a collab one of these days? Collaboration. Also, you aren't too far away from 1,000. It won't be too long. That'll be nice. Well, let's see. I had this, I had that. I guess my last device of craziness. My daughter Brenda turned me onto this. I actually bought this because I bought one for her. It's a lily brush, and this is specifically designed for brushing away cat hairs out of furniture. Hey, George, how you doing? You missed it all, but I'll start all over just for you. George, today was introducing the fact that on Friday, we're going to be doing a cook-off between a Vire stove and a Luxottica rocket stove. Both of them are rocket stoves. They are a little bit different in construction. The Vire folds totally down flat. The Luxottica does not, but it's lighter. We'll see which one we like better. I like them both, actually. And today I'm going out and getting some wood afterwards. I shared about how this is fat wood, and fat wood is specifically soft wood, which has a lot of resin in it, and it has to be prepared. You carve up little curls off of it so that you increase the surface area. Like it is, it will not burn as easily. If you do this, it'll make it burn a lot easier. I showed one of my knives, which is a Gerber. Oh God, now I'm going to forget the name of it. But anyways, it's a rescue knife for river, Gerber Shorty. And I shared my tripod vintage collection, which this is one of them. If I can get it. Wow, none of my tripods are cooperating today. There we go. This is my Nikon tripod. Looks kind of like the Starship Enterprise. I got this back in the 80s, prior to digital cameras. The long leg on the tripod is made so that you could have a telephoto lens when you're having it on a table. And also the thing will work as a breast mount. You just pull up, hold your camera tight against it, and it'll help stabilize the camera. Bojan tripods, they're expensive, so I got myself a mini Bojan. This is an antiquated one, and that was a lot of fun. Showed that. Clamp it. This is made in the United States. Tripod. Really useful for gamers for mounting equipment on the side of their desk or something if they're going to have a camera. This tripod here was just kind of a really cool tripod that also works like a regular tripod. Oh, time's up. No, kidding. What do they call them? Nuisance call. Here's tripod. Next time I'll remember to turn my phone off. And then we have one over here that actually is made by Mann & Company. They don't make this one anymore, but it does overhead shots. And it's a vintage tripod. And I was very happy to get this. You mount a lightweight camera, or you can compensate by hanging something off this end to counterbalance the heavier camera on the other end. That's pretty much it. Do you want to talk about DayZ a little bit? Oh, the Courtney Corner. You're here too. Yay! Everybody's coming. I started my thing too early, I guess. Well, for the Courtney Corner, we have just specially for you a vintage pressure cooker. Good for canning, good for cooking. and good for safety too. This one is a very safe pressure cooker, and the reason being is it's actually impossible to explode this pot. I think it's the same pot that they used for the Boston Massacre a couple years back, but I'm not sure. And that's a sore subject on everybody's mind. But a very, very versatile pot. And that was probably pretty loud. I'm sorry about that. And then I'm going to show my new Instapot real quickly. New Instapot. Yay. This thing, if you get an Instapot, don't be too worried about the fact that you don't see steam coming out. Anybody who's used a pressure cooker before, it's going to be really disconcerting when the thing comes up and it says that it's at pressure and you don't see any vapor coming out. And that's pretty much, you use your music stand as a tripod. Yeah, using music stand makes a great tripod. I have some vintage ones. I think I showed them all, so you might have seen them. But this one is one of my favorites. It's the Manon. I have the Manon daddy size, but I brought all my little ones because it makes it easier to show them on the. But this one will do an overhead shot with no problem. I wish there was a way that I could bring everybody in. We could all chat. Be cool. Oh, cool. How many PSI? Okay. The Instapot, I'm not sure. It's got a high and a low PSI. And I'm guessing that they're probably usually 6 and 11, but I'm not sure. And the decor, this one is, if I remember correctly, I think it's a 14 PSI. It's pretty high. And the old traditional ones with the rattlers, I actually have one of those too, hiding away. I haven't used it in years, but the Rattler actually had 3 selectable things on it. I have a couple of the Rattlers that I use as paperweights over the years, and it's 5, 10, and 12, I think, for those. Anything else, anybody? I did say what I'm going to be doing later, which is going to be out collecting wood for this Friday's video, with a comparison between 2 wood stoves. One is called the Lixada rocket stove, and the other one's a Vire rocket stove. Cool. Then it's perfect pressure for canning. Yeah. Uncle Bill should learn how to can. Oh, here she is. Ta-da! Say hello. She loves being on camera. Not. She's like, this is my desk. I want to take it back. Yep, Frankie. How old do you think she is? Courtney? Yeah. Can you hear her? Oh, yeah, you're going to complain some more. She's 20 years old. And she would probably get more views than I. Well, she's more popular than I am. Anytime she gets on camera, everybody gets happy. I actually make all of her cat food. One of these days, I'm probably going to do a video on that. Because when I got her, she has what they call CKD, chronic kidney disease. So I chased down the top vet in the country because she didn't like the prescription cat food. So I actually custom make her cat food for her. Yes, it is it's a golden age for her, and she's starting to lose her sight a little bit. I've noticed that she's totally deaf. She can hear some really high pitched, loud noises, but other than that, in half the time, I think it's just she's detecting the pressure change. But a really nice cat. The only thing she doesn't like is any other animal other than a person. So if there's another cat or a dog around, she will eventually go after it. My daughter brought her cat Chewy down for the holidays. Chewy is about twice her size. And of course, Frankie was chasing after Chewy and beating up on him, even though he's a bigger cat. But he's a little love bug. I got to take a drink of water, guys. Now we're into the Q&A. Anything you want to know about Uncle Bill or Dad in Bridget's case? Courtney, Bridget is my daughter, and she's in chat. Oh, you feel sorry for Bridget, huh? Yeah. Yeah, after about 10 minutes of talking, my voice starts to get dry. Well, you going to say hi back, Bridget? I guess I should type in here too a little bit. I haven't done that at all. Hi, everyone. It is great to have you all here. Hey, by the way, make Bridget a mod. Oh, a moderator. I should, huh? I don't even know how to make a moderator, George. And not only that, don't I have to have like so many subs before I do moderators? If she's interested, sure. I think it would be a good idea. Hi, everybody. Oh, yeah, that was me. You can tell how green I am. You know, I'm still wet behind the ears on doing these lives. That's for sure. And this is, oh, I forgot to say, welcome to year 2021, the year for fun. We're going to have fun this year. And this is the first week of it. Unfortunately, the people in Germany, they're not. Oh, you are in Germany, aren't you, Courtney? I was seeing a news story where they're chasing people off of the slopes in Germany because violations of the COVID ban. No, just hover over her name. There will be 3 dots. Change her to a mod. Bridget, you want to be a mod? I'll have to see if she says yes or no. If you hover over, click her name, then the mouse will get the option. Okay. Wow. Okay, cool. Oh, there's the 3 dots. And then, oh, add as a moderator. That's cool. Hey, George, I should add you as a moderator, seeing as you added me as a moderator. Now, George is in England. Closer to you than I am. So, on to more serious topics. COVID. How many people are we really getting all affected by COVID still in your area? I think Germany is. And by the way, isn't this the messiest background on YouTube? That's not a green screen. That's what my office looks like. It's funny with her being 20, it's like she just sits and watches me now. And that's just a recent thing. Frankie sleeps on the pillow right next to me in bed. Wakes me up every morning promptly at around 5. Yeah, it's scary stuff, that's for sure. We have the vaccine, but we just don't have enough of it. See, Bridget, they're taking pity on you for having me as a dad. They're saying, you had him as a dad? Courtney, I can't wait for your next video. I mean, it's amazing. That was why that thing didn't go viral. I don't know. Do you have a ton of the appropriate tags on that thing? Because it's just phenomenal. Then you should have the vaccine. If it was 20 minutes away from you, and they should have snuck one out to you. If anybody hasn't seen Courtney's channel in this chat, you have to go see her. Even if you have no interest in cooking or canning at all, Courtney makes it look so much fun. Except for the botulism. That was so funny. Nobody wants to die. Yes, Andrew, you would love it. As a matter of fact, you would love doing a collab with her because she could do something about preserving your simple cooking. Who knows? Although, Courtney, is yours primarily going to be about canning and preserving? Is there going to be any other type of preserving like salt? And, when I was camping in Canada, of course, you'll probably turn over and go, oh my God, can't believe they did this. But we kept a slab, it was beef. Yeah, no, bacon. And as long as you kept the flies off of it, and we used salt and pepper and had it keep for up to 3 weeks. Wow. Well, we'll find out how crazy you are. And that will definitely sell that channel because it is, that video is just, it should go viral. Canning, dehydrating, pickling, but also cooking recipes from around the world. Well, you could get some of Andrew's recipes. Andrew's got some killer, simple cooking recipes. Uncle Bill is all about simple cooking. I mean, that was the first thing I did when I actually made my daughter Brenda, surprised her quite a bit because she gives me the Instapot. The first thing I did was put 2 beers in it, pot roast, and oh God, I can't even remember what else. But we made pot roast in that. Oh yeah, whole potatoes and carrot, and that was the amazing thing about this thing is it's really pretty much a no-brainer, which is nice. You don't have to know about cold release, which you have to know about for other pressure cookers. Like for the one that I showed you, you do cold release whenever you want to open the pot to add more ingredients. Well, with the Instapot, you do a a release, and it lets all the steam out, and then you just pull the top off. Now, the trick to putting it back on, just in case, like Andrew, you get your Instapot, and I'm going to show you actually. This release button, when you put the pot lid back on and it's hot, make sure to have your release button pushed down so that you're actually releasing the pressure so that no pressure builds up while you're twisting the pot lid on back on. Because what happens, and I found it out right away with my first go with this thing, is as soon as you put the pot lid on, the lock mechanism goes into place and you can't lock the lid on. So just a little something to put under your hat for when you do get one of those. They're a fun little toy cooking device, plaything. I'm going to run it through its paces. On the topic of food, I'm going to get my dinner. Okay, George, well, thanks for dropping in, and I'll catch up with you on Discord. If anybody wants to learn about DayZ or other, I guess you could say, gaming applications, you could drop in on George's channel, George12 on YouTube, and also you could check him out on Discord if you haven't heard about Discord, because George has his own channel. I love my pressure cooker. I love my pressure cooker collection, Courtney. I have a 10-quart one, a 6-quart. What's your favorite size for pressure cooker, Courtney? Mine is 6. By the way, you're staying. Oh, I thought you said you were going to get I can't read. On the topic of food, I'm going to get my dinner. Oh, you're going to get your dinner and stay. Oh, okay. I got you. Sorry, guys. That was one of my worst subjects, was English, actually, growing up. I always got C's and D's in writing. I was not the best. English did not enthuse me one bit. And then I realized in college, the most important thing to do in life is communicate. I could always talk, but writing, and reading is tough too. All right, Courtney, you didn't answer me. What's your favorite pot size? I have an Australian version of the Instapot, same size as yours, you think? Oh, cool. So are all the numbers upside down, seeing as it's from the other side of the world? Kidding. They're fun, though. What was your biggest discovery with the Instapot? And I swear that thing was saying that it was burning the food. It said something that looked like burning food. And I'm like going, what? So I unplugged it the other day. I made curried chicken and rice, my own concoction. It was fun. I used 2 cups of, 1.5 cups of raw rice, washed it, and I seared 4 chicken thighs, mushrooms, onions, and then added the rice. And did I say seared the chicken? Yeah, I seared the chicken first, then added the rice and the water, put the chicken back on top, closed it all up. I think I set the timer for 10 minutes, or might have been a little longer, because 15 minutes to cook the chicken. Yeah, it was 10 minutes because I seared the chicken for 4 minutes on each side first. They're fun. Well, everybody, I've had you close to an hour. We're just about ready to wrap up. Any last questions for Uncle Bill before we close this week's out, week number 1, 2021, year of fun. And yes, Bridget, I'll call you right after I close the chat. When it detects lack of steam, fluid, burn, notice. Yeah, oh, okay, so that's what it is. Now, how does it detect the lack of, I guess it detects it in the pot because it sure isn't letting out any steam while it's cooking. It's weird. I have to read up more on it. It's a interesting pot that I must say, and it's a lot easier to clean than I thought it would be. I did not get the the air fry top for it, and I don't think I'm going to either. The more that I read about it, and I've never been a big fan of air fryers. Andrew said, at Courtney just described what I watched was hilarious. We'll go back and watch. Oh God, isn't she great? I mean, I don't say, Courtney, I don't understand why you aren't at like a gazillion views and followers already. Lack of steam, drop pressure, that's what it detects. Oh, okay. So it must be a drop in the pressure after the steam goes away. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Total sense. Yeah, I'm getting to it, it's funny. It's just the Instapot is just like the Kindle. My daughter got me one of these Kindles years ago, kicking and screaming because Uncle Bill was, oh, I don't want any electronic. I don't want to read on a tablet. If I want to read, I want to read out of a book. Well, this thing has over 500 books in it right now. It's a little bit lighter than 500 books. I really love the thing. Should I? Oh, yeah. You could be a stand-up comedian. You still can be a stand-up comedian if you wanted to. Definitely. You would be a hit in the United States. Definitely. More what? More about the Kindle? Well, one of the nice. All right. Have to go now, everyone. Andrew, it's great having you drop in. Thank you for the support and thank you for everybody. I mean, this is great. And George, if you want to chat while you're finishing off whatever you're eating, what are you eating anyways? Okay, that sounds excellent, Andrew. Thanks. That is not true. You are cute as a button, Courtney. Ham, eggs, and chips. Ah, I love them all. Except I'd probably, would get you all upset because I'd probably put a ton of ketchup on it. Bye, Andrew. All right, what are we going to talk about now? All right, so the nice thing, one of the things that you can do with this, all right, I'm going to show you one other trick with these guys. By the way, Courtney, seeing as this is your first time here, I'm going to show you something really cool. You seen this thing yet? This is a remote. And what it does is, let's go to 100% lighting. Let's drop her down. Let's turn it to warm. It's a warm summer day. Let's go white. Let's go cold. Isn't that cool? I love this thing. This is the Mount Dog Shadow Box on Amazon. I just bought the other version, which isn't a Mount Dog, but I got 2 of those. But along the lines of Kindle, before I bought my, God, I don't even, probably about my 5th or 6th laptop that I've owned in my lifetime, I took the Kindle, and this is a Bluetooth mouse. Speaking of mice, yes, George, and it's very clean on the bottom. And this is a Bluetooth keyboard. It's a compact folding keyboard. I tried out all sorts of different ones off of eBay until I found one that I liked, and this was the one that actually won the bill. So now I have a traveling office with my Kindle if I want. If I'm going to be gone for a long period of time, I'll actually bring my laptop. But if I'm curious, if I'm worried about losing my laptop or anything, I'll bring just this, which is nice. Also, background on why you have a bazillion tripods. Okay. Well, I decided to go all in on YouTube. Well, first off, when I was a kid, I always loved tripods. I loved them. And I had, oh God, it goes back to what I call shop therapy. And when you're not feeling great, you shop. And what I don't talk about a whole lot is in 2019, I had tonsillar cancer. That's why I have to drink a lot of water, because the back of my throat is dry a lot of time. In 2018, before 2019, I had decided, 2019 is going to be my year to get serious with YouTube. I decided not to let cancer get in my way. So I saw that the new tripods cost a fortune. I love old tripods anyways. This was one that I actually bought in 1985. And it still services me quite well. And what I like about it is it's very unique and it's very functional. And it fits in a camera bag real well. The other ones were all ones because I had visions of making a big studio, or I didn't know when to stop. I purchased them on goodwill.com, most of the other ones, and I was able to get them dirt cheap, really. I mean, for instance, this, the Manon. This one was one of my best steals. I think I paid a total of, when you added in the shipping and everything, about $35, maybe $40 for this. And I could turn around on eBay right now and sell it for over $100, because this actually is a collector's item. But they didn't know it. They're going for a lot more money now. Now, one of the more expensive ones that I bought on Goodwill, unfortunately, everybody did know the value of. So I ended up paying close to $100 for. And believe it or not, it's this little Bojan tripod. If you look at anything that has the word Bojan on it, except for their new one, they have a new tripod that isn't worth the tinker's darn, because I don't know where that expression came from. It's all plastic. This one is metal. And that's how I came about getting all the tripods. Is I would buy, and I liked having it was like having Christmas every day, even though I was having to go to radiation for 33 times and get 2 chemotherapies in 2019. In 2020, I was declared cancer-free. And so, woohoo! 2020 was not a bad year for Uncle Bill. Being cancer-free is a nice way to go. So that's where you hear the expression every day this side of the dirt too, because when I was diagnosed, it was stage 3, stage 4, and there was about I don't know, it was, I can't even remember they didn't even bother to give me what the survival rate was going to be. So, and I survived. Yay! Retail therapy. I love retail therapy. I still practice it to this day. You know what's even better than retail therapy? Is I've actually gotten to the point where I'm well known enough with both YouTube and doing reviews that I'm actually getting sought after to do reviews. So I get some things for free every once in a while. Yay! Love free. Although I'm finding out that it isn't always free, because the amount of time and effort that goes into doing a proper review with video is worth way more than what I get. So my biggest one was I did a review on, where is that little guy? This was fun too. Yeah, this guy. I got that guy for free. Yay! Don't tell anybody though. No, I put it in my review that I got it from a friend, and I did, because they were my friend. I want Rec to sponsor you. Well, what you might want to do is write Rec. And there are ways to, Courtney, there's a guy that you need to start watching on YouTube if you get the time, and check him out. He's called Pat Flynn, PATFLYNN. He's very good at helping us get focus. I was Bill Dube Variety Channel before I met Pat. First time he even looked at my channel, he says, "No, you need to be Uncle Bill, because Uncle Bill's somebody that, you want to be hanging with and see what he's doing and see all the weird stuff that he has, because I know you collect stuff, so why not show people?" Whereas Bill Dube Variety is something totally different. They're the foremost canning company in Germany. Oh. Well, that would be a reason to, and they should give you some free jars instead of those ones with the screw-on lid, right? I bet they probably make. Does Rec make pressure cookers too? And what could I do? I've decided that I'm bringing, every time I do a live now, if you look at my last live and this live, I'm always making sure that I have at least 5 things that are kind of interesting that people might want to know about, like this little knife here, river rescue knife, crazy things. George, you should tell us more about DayZ and why we should all be playing DayZ. You never know. Courtney might be a gamer. She might be interested in learning about that stuff. Yeah, Frankie's a little bit disturbed right now. She's saying, even though there's food left in my bowl, you should give me more, because I'm a cat and that's the way I go. You know what you might do is, Courtney, here's a brainstorm, and I recently, if you look through my video archive, you'll see one where I did the tactile massage, and I actually sent that video to the people that produced those, and they were very appreciative of it. I wasn't really looking for a job, and they didn't offer me one. I didn't ask for one, but that would be a way to get your foot in the doors to profile direct products on your videos, and then give it to them for free. Oh, George, even if you don't understand canning, you have to go to the Courtney Corner. You'll see what I'm talking about. She's a laugh riot. I mean, she really explains canning. I mean, you and I are not canning type people because we're going to have our food and just eat it up or put it in the refrigerator for a week and a half at most, and then it'll be gone. Whereas Courtney, she will like get the harvest and say it's pickles. So she'll harvest pickles and have them canned, and you'll be able to use them for years to come, I guess. I don't know how long a pickle lasts for. How long does it last for? So I don't look like a fool. Oh, Courtney, I'm definitely going to mention you in the future. And this is the way YouTube works. I mean, we all help each other. The really super, I have found, and that's why I'm mentioning Pat Flynn, because he is a big YouTuber that is going to be an even larger YouTuber. And I just worry a little bit that along the way he might get tainted, but I doubt it. He is a person with integrity. You can just feel it and know it. Whereas some of the other big YouTubers, they're just out for, soup du jour. In other words, they're the expert in whatever people are paying for that week. And unfortunately, that's not what I want. And I don't want to be niched down so far because Uncle Bill gets bored quick. So that's why I cook, I camp, I create, critique, climb, metaphorical for physical activity. As a matter of fact, Andrew had given me the idea of doing a weight loss physical management program, which he is very happy with. And even if I only help one, that's good. I'll take the one. And you preserve whatever comes your way out of your mom's garden. Yeah. And it would only cost you 2 years savings to send me one of those jars. It's amazing how much it costs to send money. Send money. I sent what did I send? I sent one of these to a friend of mine who was a big YouTuber. I didn't even get well, he had sent me something else, so but I did expect to at least get a thank you. But then again, he might not have even gotten it. I don't know. Yeah, Bridget, it is getting dark. What's that got to do with me calling you? Does your phone not work in the dark? Or am I holding everybody up? Because I do know, Courtney, that it is kind of late in Germany. You guys probably need to go to bed pretty soon. Yeah. Yeah. I paid, I think, $30 to get this sent to England. And you know what? It doesn't cost even $30. Have you ever eaten curry? George, have I ever eaten curry? Just a second, guys. I got to come back. My next show and tell. Whoa. Help if I put the lid back on this thing. Come on, you. Maybe I'll carry it like this. Yeah, I'll just show you a little jar of curry that I have lying around here. Ugh. Actually, I think that comes from England. I'm not sure. Ta-da! That's 3 pounds of curry. I'll probably go through this in about a year and a half. I love curry. It makes everything taste great. A friend of mine told me that curry was actually invented years and years ago to mask the flavor of meat that was going bad. Yeah, well, this is, it just barely pegs my spicy meter. George, if you want really spicy, there's this company called Hu Fong Foods out of Los Angeles, and they make sriracha sauce that'll knock your eyeballs out. I found a source on the Amazon UK site if you want me to send you the link. Best to store the Instapot with the lid upside down or next to it. Otherwise, moisture gets trapped inside. It'd be smelly within days. Nice to know. Because I don't have to worry about that with the regular pots because there is no moisture after I'm done with them. Plus, I just leave my pressure cooker lid on loose. But I will do that. What if you let it air out for, say, a week or so? Is that long enough period to put the lid back on, or you think I should just leave it on the side all the time? Always good to know these things. Nobody wants a smelly pot. And speaking of which, I found out a way to get a coffee drinker to clean out their coffee mug. And the way to do that is you put hot chocolate in there. Because once you put hot chocolate in, it ruins the nice coffee patina that's been developing over the years in your coffee mug. Then you have to take it all off and go back down to clean coffee mug. Yeah, Courtney, you'd probably would faint seeing some of the stuff that Uncle Bill does as far as lack of food preservation. And this is, nice little bit of curry. The funny thing was, it was, I like to get organic when I can, but the organic for a pound of curry was going to cost me as much as 3 pounds of this. And this one got actually a lot better reviews. So I'm like, well, okay, I'll get this one. And it's very good curry. I like it. Yes, I have fly fished before. As a matter of fact, I've made 2 of my fly fishing rods. One that I still have, and the other one, which I think I sold in a garage sale years ago. It was a huge one. I was a young kid. I made a 9.5-foot fly rod, and this thing was humongous. And the other one is a 6.5-foot Orvis kit rod that I had made before that. The 9.5-footer was my own design, my own everything. I bought the stuff over at Granger, and it was a lot of fun. I love fishing. I haven't been fishing in years though. My indoctrination to fishing in Southern California was really amazing. Person that I worked with was Mike Robertson, and he was a really avid fisherman. And here it's really funny because I'm used to back east where we throw in a line that's about this big around by comparison. We would fish with 6 to 8 pound line back east fishing and wouldn't worry about the fish seeing the line. Here they fish with ultralight 2 and 3 pound line because the fish literally see the line so they don't bite the lure. Hey, the gasket will trap the gunk and start the harbor mildew. Airflow, some of the airflow will be fine, even if the lid gets on the side and gets tilted. Oh, okay. So I will make sure to keep my lid off of my pot. And my dad makes his own flies. Yeah, I've made flies too. I learned I have a fly tying vise and all that stuff. It's probably been over 20 years since I've made a fly, but I do remember doing it. It's fun. And George, it's not that expensive to get into fly tying. It's fun. It's the hooks make a big difference. The smaller the hook, the better. And could probably use some cat hair, get myself a nice white fly. What was your favorite fly? Although you guys probably have totally different names for flies than we do here. One of my favorite ones was called a silver doctor. Yeah, Frankie is funny. She's saying she wants attention right now. And if I don't give it to her, she'll start meowing or something. I can tell that she's getting older and more tired in the fact that she hasn't bitten or scratched me in well over 4 months now. Oh, okay. Well, I will do that. I will make sure that there's airflow through the pot. My daughter Brenda leaves her lid all the way up to the side and leaves all the makings inside the pot. As a matter of fact, one of the things that I might be doing after this one is taking out my Instapot. I have a whole bunch of chicken thighs that need to be cooked in the refrigerator because I don't like to leave them in there for any more than a couple of days without having them cooked and cooking them up in the Insta cooker because I want to get more practice with that and do some more YouTubes on it. Not everybody wants to break out a pressure pot. It's funny because my pressure pot is no more dangerous, uses probably less energy than an Instant Pot. But because you have all those extra bells and whistles on the Instant Pot, everybody wants an Instant Pot. That is funny that your dad used to use cat hair, anything to get the fish to bite. And did he use a floating fly line or a sinking fly line? I think I was more. I liked both, actually. Be fine as long as it's tilted. Yeah, yeah. Got the airflow. Gotta help each other out. That we will. That we will. By the way, you two, what time is it where you're at? Because I don't want to keep you up all night long. Because believe me or not, I will. Of course, I could be like Mick. We could all be like Mick and just go round the clock. I can't believe that guy. Almost midnight. I should probably let you guys go because it is getting late for both of you. And I appreciate you both hanging with me. You got any before we go? I think what we should do is get some ideas for what we could all do for each other and what we could do for our channel in 2021. For example, I will commit to helping either of you out as much as you want. Well, not as much as you want, but I will help you out with artwork. I've done George's banner a couple of times, and if you want some help with banner, I will help you with banner. And George, you're halfway to 1,000, aren't you? Or close? You actually you don't care if you make it to 1,000 for some reason. Hangouts, struggling or snuggling today? What are you struggling about? Aw. Is it Courtney? Because your last video was what, about 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? I got it. Courtney, have you organized your computer yet? Because I have a person to reference you to, and I can even hook you up with the link to his it's Justin Brown, is basically, and he has a killer organization for your YouTube videos, which might help. It's not that I don't care. I just wouldn't want to focus on that. We want to focus on what? Uh-oh. I'm all screwed up. On that it's late. In 2 minutes, it'll be my 3rd anniversary. Friday before I received my last divorce papers. Divorce is just such an ugly word. I think you just never understand divorce until you've gone through one. And yeah, Uncle Bill's gone through a divorce too. 5 years it took to get my divorce. Probably close to $250,000 wasted. And Uncle Bill ain't even a millionaire. Never have been. And I don't know, maybe before I die, I might make $1 million, but I don't know. Yeah. Friday before last, I just received it. Aw. Focus on subs bill. Yeah. We'll focus on everybody getting to 1,000 subs. How's that sound? Although, Courtney, I am kind of a little confused because didn't you say your husband just a little while ago? I thought you were still married. Focus on subs, Bill. Yes. Okay. Well, I will. I do send. As a matter of fact, there is a girl named Sarah Dawn out of Canada, which I sent both your way and Mick's way, George. She is a gamer, and she hasn't ever done DayZ, but I said to check you two out. It's called Primal Video. Let me get you the specific. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna still be here, but I'm gonna go into my YouTube and pull the exact link of the video that will help both of you. On this video is just incredible for organizing your videos. It's Justin Brown, Primal Video, file management, and let's see if I can find the video. How to avoid it. Here it is. I'll have you
on a feature film.
Damn,
organizing your files.
Sorry about that. All right, let's close that real quick. And here it comes. Let me bring back my live. Will I be able to? Here you are. This is the video to watch. Hopefully it won't get censored or anything on my live. And there you go. Now let's make sure that's the video. No, I don't want to leave this site. Let me see if I can just go from here, double check.
On a feature film.
That's it. That video alone is gold. I'm telling you, both of you, if you organize your computer doing that, you will never be looking at. I started going back through my old stuff and even using that technique. What you do basically is you set up a template file structure, and then you just keep copying that template every time you have a new project. And what I would call a new project is a new idea or a new video. For me, for instance, like these lives, I have them all grouped as one project because I'm not anymore taking the lives and then going, oh, well, I'm going to make another video out of this. This is just a live. It's for us. We're here. I have no preset agenda, although I might someday start doing that. But this is not my introduction to, it is an introduction to Friday, but it's not something I'm going to chop into little pieces, which you can do. I mean, if you watch Pat Flynn, he's a master and he will do that. And I swear, you watch his stuff live and he is so polished in presentation that you swear it's pre-recorded until he actually answers one of your questions. And then you go, whoa, that dude knows his stuff. And he does. That will help with YouTube development. It's a good thing I left him. I'm just emotional. Yeah, well, you got two men here. So, Courtney, you can call on either one of us for help as far as rational. And if you ever need a wingman, you can use probably George or myself. And a wingman is really good to have somebody that you're not interested in at all. I mean, obviously, Uncle Bill is way out of your league, meaning that your league is more than my league. In other words, too old for you, probably. And I do consume my foot several times a day, but it's good to have somebody that you can bounce ideas off of. Also, hey, the person I'm dating did this, this, and this. What do you think? Or what should I write back? In today's day of digital age. I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's toes here. Just happy to hang out with anything other than my own thoughts. Well, okay. Well, just so you know, if you ever need to air your own thoughts and you need any help, I think both George and I have a sympathetic ear. And also, George has his own Discord channel. If you want to put it into the chat, George, I have no moderators and no anti-spamming. And obviously, somebody can put a HTTP in there without getting censored. So go ahead, put it in there if you want. And if you ever want to write me, Courtney, you just, excuse me, some went down my windpipe. You take my name, flip it, and then put @gmail.com. Last name first, first name last. Instagram works fine too. I don't check into Instagram as much, but I'll make more of a point of it. I actually attended my first Twitch, actually my second Twitch live stream recently, which isn't Instagram, but I'm trying to do more Instagram. The thing with Instagram that is interesting is trying to get the right format. It's fun. And there's George's Discord. Highly recommend it. You'll find, Courtney, once you're on Discord, it's an interesting bunch of people. They're all gamers, so that's kind of fun. So tell us more about canning. We need to know the botulism. What temperature do we have to raise our chicken to get rid of all this botulism? And what do we need to know? I noticed you had those funnels. You had your funnel collection. Was one of those sets of funnels from that company that you were talking about earlier? And maybe we'll game plan how you get to become a representative for them or get free stuff from them. Which are you targeting? All right. Does anybody use this kind of stuff overseas? I do all my tax stuff online. Well, not online, but using software. I do not longhand taxes. Oh, I forgot these guys. I didn't take any today. Anybody do vitamins? My doctor had me stop doing all my vitamins recently. So I'm just getting started back up. I wanted to borrow all of her funnels in a camo. That was so funny with all those funnels. It was amazing. So, in other words, you have one of these really organized kitchens. Because as you can tell from looking at my study room, the rest of my house actually looks like this now too. It's shop therapy. My daughters, two of them know this now, and one of them probably knows it because one of them still talking to the third one who isn't talking to me anymore at all. But I want them to get their stuff out of here because I want my space back. My youngest is right on with the program, but the other two are over 30 years old. It's about time. Right, Bridget? If you're still listening, are you still in here? Let me check who's in the chat. See if Bridget's still here. Participants. Yeah, Bridget's still here. Either that or she's just got her computer going. By the way, the other thing, I haven't shared this YouTube secret. As a matter of fact, I might even make a video on it, but there is a way that you can have both your participants and your chat open at the same time and be able to do the super chat for when you're on a channel that has over 1,000 subs. What you do is you pop out the chat and then copy the URL that will be on the popped out chat and then plug it into a new window and then pull that window out so that that is away from your on your browser as a separate window. And then you can pop the chat back in and you're all good to go. And you change one of those over to participants and you leave the other one as full on chat. If you're ever in a chat where there's over 20 people and you want to be able to be conversing with everyone that's in there, it's very handy to have a list of all the participants. And then if you really want to get sneaky, which I found out the other day, is you take the participants list and you copy that whole thing. You scroll your mouse down and copy them all using actually you can just go Control A in that window and that'll copy everything, and then open up an ASCII text file, which is just a simple text file, and then Control P for pasting, and all the little icons for all of those people that have like a subscription for 3 weeks, a subscription for 2 weeks, you'll have their name and how long they've subscribed to the channel, which is kind of cool. I'm a little bit of techno nerd. I like that system, George. So basically, you don't have to pay any tax on what you make. That is wild. I like it. The green can is from Rec. All right, Courtney, here's a bit of advice on how to do that. Does the Rec sell on Amazon? Because just about everybody does, and I think that's how you can get the attention of the Rec. And if you buy off of Amazon, everything that you've bought in the past, go back and write a review on it right now. Do a couple a day or whatnot, and build up your ranking. I managed to get my ranking down to 134. It's dropped all the way back to 780, and part of that was because I realized that there was one little sentence that I was putting into my Amazon reviews, which was, if you like this review, give me a thumbs up and follow me on Amazon. Well, you do that now and they reject your review. A couple of years ago, it didn't matter. So I was getting rejected on top of all the other stuff that was going on in my life. So I was pretty miserable. That's why probably one of the other reasons why I shopped a lot over at Goodwill instead of Amazon at the time. Still waiting for DSL to be hooked up. Oh, God, yeah. I'm still on the phone. So if you don't have, you mean you're on the phone talking to us? Wow, that's cool. Wow, you already have affiliate. I don't even have an affiliate. Oh. Amazon turned me down for affiliate. They didn't like me. Nobody likes Uncle Bill. Yeah, they do. Some do. Game plan is in place. Just have to film more videos. Well, if they're as good as that first Canon video, you ain't going to be too long to be waiting. What you might do is another thing that I haven't been able to do yet is called batch processing of videos. That's where you film 4 or 5, do your storyboard for about 4 or 5 videos into the future, and then shoot them all in one day, so that you can then edit all of those videos and then take them and have them on time release so that they get automatically released in the future. My Friday videos at 1:30 on Friday are always time released. Last week's video on my channel, both the intro and the final video were time released. I haven't been to the point of batch processing yet, but they're time released at least. All right. And I need some. There it is. Good. Just a physical wreck today. Must be talking all that stuff about the products. Well, if you have an affiliate marketing program already, that's way ahead of the game. That's great. The other advice for doing YouTube is you can actually get most of the stuff that these people offer on YouTube for free. And find, for example, BHAGs. I didn't know what that was the other day. I could have attended a workshop. Instead, I just type in BHAGs into the YouTube search bar, and I get a bunch of videos, and then I just pick whichever one has that. That Justin Brown video that I referenced you to, I would be halfway tempted to just copy it, but it's pretty simple. So once you have the gist of what's being said there, you really don't need it anymore. But that is gold. That's worth money. And I find that a lot of these courses, once you've paid for the course, you realize the course isn't much different than what the person's been putting out anyway. So the value is in just going out there and doing it. Didn't have enough storage space on my phone, have to footage multiple videos, new micro SD card to work that out. Well, that's not a bad idea. Courtney, you can also get fairly inexpensive computers that you could hook up to your phone too. What's your budget, just out of curiosity? Although things are really expensive in Europe too. That's why Amazon said they loved you. I forgot that you have 1,000+ on Instagram. That's a few followers. Refurbished laptops are great. As a matter of fact, what I'm using right now, I refurbished myself because Uncle Bill knows. I'm basically, if I haven't said it, I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of one. So I do a little bit of everything. I've got an MBA in executive computer management. Plus, I've been into computers for a long, long time. So I probably built maybe 2 or 3 computers in my day from scratch. Well, what we would call scratch. You're just plugging it together just like Lincoln. Although putting the memory cards into my Tandy Model 100 was quite interesting. Increasing it from 8K to 16K. Woo! Yes. Back in those days, the kilobytes were big and expensive too. Paid over probably, oh God, I can't even remember what I paid for that chip. I know it was over $50. Courtney, if you need any help though with your laptop, one of the things that let me get another link for you because it's good to now if I can remember the name of it. It is called, I got it right here, Bellark. See, this is a very good program to get. I'm going to send you the link to it. What that is a program that will let you know what the status is of your system and your whole network. Bellark. And once you know, I got it right here because it's one that I go to quite a bit. Here you go. Here's the next bit of gold from Uncle Bill. Bellark Advisor. Highly recommend it. It's a free program. I don't know how much longer they're going to make it free, but it's been free for over like the last 15, 20 years. I've been using it for a long time. And that is a great program to put on your computer to check to make sure everything's up to date. And also, if you're having troubles with something, it'll help you identify a lot of times where your bottleneck is. I used to work at a help desk for a router firewall. Did firewall monitoring for the UN. Very impressive. Now, did you know about Bellark Advisor, though? Just kidding. You know, it's funny, too, with routers and stuff. I've noticed that the newer routers don't have as robust of a interface. On my old D-Link router years past, I could actually identify IP addresses and have each one manually assigned. I could have IP addresses that I would block from the router individually by IP address. Can't do that anymore. It's not as easy. Hey, Andrew, you're back. Yay! I should just keep going until last man standing. Be like Mr. Beast, a 24-hour thing. Only take potty breaks. Yeah. Bridget switched phones. Yeah. Well, that's good. Yay. Everybody's in. Courtney's on phone. Bridget's on the phone. Andrew's on probably a laptop. I'm on a desktop. And George 12 is on his new computer that his uncle made him. Not Uncle Bill, but you can brag about your computer there, George, you know, if you want. Oh, George left us. I didn't even know that. Or he might not have left us. The other thing, Courtney, when you start doing your lives, just a little heads up, people drop off your participants if they haven't typed in for a while. See, there's George. I've noticed that, and because I have so few people, it's easy to notice. But when you have a large stream of people, that's probably maybe about 60% of the people actually listening to the broadcast. Well, that's why I'm here, George. I'm bragging for you. We are talking to the DayZ extreme executioner who has the kung fu style in gaming. Kill him with a sardine can. Set up static IPs. Yeah. I remember, I remember when all it used to be is a static IP. There was no such thing as dynamic. And then now it's all plug and play. It's nice now also not having to load drivers. That was a pain in the neck. Of course I saw that, George. I was talking to you during the whole time. You stay away from me. You better watch out because I have this secret kung fu fighting style. You do not want to cross George. I can't remember what you said exactly, but it was funny. George talks to people so funny, and then he kills them on DayZ. Because on DayZ, everybody dies, except for George. Yeah, I've been on quite a few videos. Uncle Bill, I couldn't see the link George posted because he isn't a mod. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll post it in. I'm sorry. I didn't know it got kicked out of there. I'm gonna have to go back to it. Let me see where it was. Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay, coming in. You could have told me that earlier, but I'm glad you did tell me. Here we go. See, because it didn't show to me at all that anything had not been posted. Do you see the link now, Courtney? I hope. Oh, you did tell me earlier? Aww. See how good my reading is? Now you know why I got D's. And the other thing that as you get older, if somebody tells you that you said something, odds are you did. I've had that happen quite a few times. Oh, nice of you to chime in there, Bridget. Hurt me. Now, Courtney, you haven't gotten my secret ingredient for making soup taste delicious. Maybe I'll reveal that on a future. Actually, it's in quite a few of my videos. It's called Maji. Maji, I think is how it's spelled. It's a hybrid soy sauce, basically. I posted Bellark again? Oh, I did. Oh, because I'm sorry about that. I know I hit Control A, but I didn't get it. Weird. Let me try this again. Oh, pin message. How's that? Maybe I pinned it to the top. Let's see if I can copy it though. And if I can't get it, there, did it go in now? And you know what? I think that's only a partial. So let me go over to George's Discord and just get it. That'll be easier. Discord. Shoom. More than one way to skin a cat. Oh, I shouldn't say that, should I? All right, here we go. George, you can tell me if I'm doing this right. Here we go. There's George's channel, I think. Unpin. You got okay. Well, anyways, this one is not the primal link. Had George's name next to it. It was weird. And let me go open in a new tab just to double check. And that's right into George 12 official. You can't get any more official than that. Any other links that Uncle Bill has goofed up on? I gave you 3, and I probably gave you 1 3 times, right? I thought I gave you 3. Oh, have you guys checked out archive.org? Seeing as we're all techies here. This is a great site too. It's got the Gutenberg project in it. It's got there you go. That is a great site. One of my favorite sources of information. As a matter of fact, anybody like Alice in Wonderland here? Or should I say Alice's Adventures Underground? Because that's the real name of the book. Let's see, that's a borrow. Let's see if where's the one that had there's actually one that has the downloadable one. I think this is Project Gutenberg. That's not the one I wanted. Okay, anyways. Sniper Scope. Hey, Sniper Scope. Great to see you here. Yay! Now it's time to start discussing killing and maiming and Nintendo Papa 561. Hey, how you guys doing? You need new grip gear for your stations. This is a great little piece of grip gear. It's called a Clamp It. It's made by a friend of mine up in Palo Alto, California. Made in USA. Love it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will go down any rabbit hole. Or are you talking to somebody else? Who's George? You're George. Yes, Courtney, I am. And we're here until everybody gets exhausted and falls asleep and goes to bed. Or we might have to take a break while I go feed the cat later on. But we will see. At Sniper Scope, at Nintendo. Yeah. Hi, guys. Welcome to the chat. This is Q&A with Uncle Bill. Also, meet one another on live. If you want me to go through my tripods that I bought, vintage tripods. If you want to talk about the rocket stove demonstration that I'm going to be posting on Friday, which I haven't done yet. I've got to go out and collect the wood for the stoves. They are basically twig stoves, which are used for camping. We will go in any direction you guys want to go. And we'll have a cat in the background to serenade us. I don't sleep. I have chronic insomnia. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. See, she's getting right up here. Yeah. Kitchen hyper organized. Yeah, I wish you could come over here and hyper organize my kitchen, because my kitchen is hyper unorganized. Just ask any of my kids. Although I can find all the stuff. So I guess it's organized, but it just doesn't look it. But if you want to see my pot, I got it right here. I'm all set, ready to cook something. I think, George, you should tell us more about gaming. What is the most expensive item I own? I can't really pull it out really quickly because it's hidden away, but the most expensive item I own, probably, I stole from my brother a long time ago, I think. I think I stole it from him. I'm not sure. Either that or my grandfather bought it from him and then gave it to me, because my brother my grandfather wanted to teach my brother a lesson. And I think my brother was like maybe 13 or 14 years old, and he wanted money. So my grandfather offered to buy out my brother's coin collection at the time. And I think he paid a whopping $40 for it. And what my grandfather did, as soon as he bought it out, he turned around and literally right in front of my brother, he said, "Here, Billy, here's a present for you." And he gave my brother the $40, but then he gave me my brother's coin collection. And that was just kind of a message that just stuck in my head for a long time ago, that, you saved that. But the most expensive thing I have is probably a 1962 hand signed from every member of, it's either 62 or 63. I haven't ever paid to have it validated, but I know it's real. Yankees baseball. And it's probably worth between 10 and 15 grand. So that's the most expensive item I own. Not very expensive, really, when you think about it. But that's it. And hit like if you like my thing. Oh, geez, I haven't even, I don't think I've ever said that in a broadcast. Thanks, George. You're helping me out a lot. I say it on all my pre-recorded, but I've never said it on live. Like and subscribe. Uncle Bill needs, wants, thrives, has to have. And Courtney, you can tell me how to do the Instagram, because I think what I'm going to start doing with Instagram is when people sub to me, I'm going to sub back, because I haven't been doing that. And I think that's what a lot of people want and need on Instagram, I guess. Thanks, Bridget. I can't even see the like from here. I can't see the like. This is an interesting show all. Oh, what's show all? Uh-oh. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Whatever. I made $500 off of some CS Go gloves last month. Do you play video games, Bill? No. I don't play any. My last game was Lemmings. And I used to play Battlezone a long time ago in the bars when you plunk the quarters in. So that was a lot of fun. I like kind of lurking. I go to the, not lurking. George, I participate in the conversation. I make it lively. I come into a DayZ site and I'll tell them, oh, gee, if you wrap that stone across the side of the house 16 times, you're supposed to get a diamond, and so you watch the guy hit the stone against the house 16 times and then he still has a stone. It's fun. Thanks, Andrew. One of these days, I might get a game station. But in the meantime, I'm doing the YouTubes and the learning on how to use all my software, which I kind of apologize for. I am on a high-end webcam at the moment. It was a top-of-the-line about 10 years ago, the Logitech webcam, which actually will do full HD, which is nice. But I also have a Canon M50 camera, which I've learned how to shoot with the thing. I haven't quite tied it into the YouTube software yet so that I can be confident using it. I am confident using the webcam though. So back on Instagram, that isn't a devil worshiper. Oh, Courtney, the devil worshippers are the most fun though. No, just kidding. Dude who follows 200 brunettes. Shocking among those. If you search accounts with the same topics as you, the algorithm will recommend you to the right crowd. My topics. Yeah, I'm going to get all my topics. I have figured out the YouTube algorithm. And what it is they like to have traction of 100 videos. So for the Uncle Bill Variety channel, I'm going to need, what? You say something, Kat? I'm going to need 500 videos. And I should get some real traction by then. And hopefully before that. Yes, but Uncle Bill doesn't like to niche down. You've recognized that. I like to have fun. And if I niche down, Courtney, really, the truth is my brain will turn to mush. And I like being able to go in whatever direction Uncle Bill goes. And that is the cooking, camping, creating, critiquing, and climbing. metaphorical for physical activity, which really does cover just about everything under the sun, because creating, you can create just about anything under the sun. Yes, you have niched down perfectly, and I'm telling you, you're going to flourish. I was surprised that your channel doesn't already have 1,000 subs on YouTube, but like you said, you haven't done a whole lot of things yet. I used to make ASMR paint during videos, but my doctor told me that if I continued, I would have to get a replacement kidney again. Ooh, ouch. Whatever ASMR paint is, it's probably pretty. ASMR paint, drinking vids. Oh, drinking vids. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. There's a lot of things our doctors told us. I can't even drink at all anymore because my doctor. He said, your red blood cells are getting too big. You need to stop drinking. Totally. And I told him, hey, I only drank 5 or 6 drinks a month. I can't even have that now. I think the problem is doctors, they hear you say that if you admit to one, I think they multiply it by at least 100. They're not used to people telling them the truth. So Nintendo Poppy 561, what game is your favorite game? I mean, we got to find out what games these guys are playing. I know George plays DayZ and a few others. He must have walked away. But George, other than DayZ, what's your favorite game? Oh, there we go. Mostly DayZ. Okay, cool. I got a little bit of a lag. Probably my end. Yeah, DayZ's a fun game to watch. So have you checked out Who Knows Who? Or are you one of these clandestine DayZ people that just kills everybody? Although, George, I think you pretty much qualify into the killing a lot of people on DayZ. I think I've found that people go in 2 categories on DayZ. Oh, let's all kumbaya and be together, and let's help everybody out. And then there's the other player. Let me get my sniper scope. Let me get all my goodies. Let me snipe somebody else out and then go get all their stuff. Yeah, see, that's the thing, though, Courtney. I only have the one channel, but yeah, you're right. The 6 channels, my 5 niches, my favorite separate C's, as I call them, that does take a lot more energy to do it that way. And that's why I'm working towards trying to get it batched processed. And I'll get there. I will get there. I would like to see the singing. I could see your stand-up comedy too. That would be good. Try to be nice, but most people are psychopaths. Yes, they are. I think the funniest thing is watching some people just be duped, where they think that somebody's being really nice to them, and they're streaming actually live, and then all of a sudden you see the red screen of death because the person that was being nice to them just killed them. I think he was joking about paint drinking, Courtney. I think it's an expression. At least I hope it is. Hello. These days, not much. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, somebody wanted to bite me. She must be feeling a little bit more perky. I think part of the reason why she's so energetic, you guys haven't seen my cat, but she's right off camera wanting to get attention. So I'm petting her because she's been meowing. I think she wants food too. She'll get that eventually. Oh, yeah. Definitely let me know she wants food. All right, let me see what else. What else do I have around here that I can show? And oh, this is a cool little book. It's a little outdated, but it's a fun book. Life Hacker. You can actually look this up online, lifehacker.com. There's all sorts of little tricks for YouTube. Well, actually, I don't know if they have any YouTube. I'm going to have to check it out. But all sorts on computer and everything. I was thinking of doing a healthy recipe channel with a different name as mine. My last name is Ramsey. I might get hate mail from Auntie Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, or you might actually get hate mail from Gordon Ramsay fans too. But the thing is, Andrew's Simple Cooking is such a great channel. Are you thinking of doing that like after you get to 1,000 subs to split over and see if you can get another 1,000 on the Simple Cooking channel? That's not a bad idea. And yes, Courtney is right. That is perfect for the algorithm. I think, Courtney, you're telling me I should just kind of go camping, maybe split all 5 of my things into 5 separate Uncle Bill channels. Uncle Bill camps. Uncle Bill does this. So I'm just kind of hoping that I can find people that are like me, that are willing to wait 5 weeks till the next video comes out. I'll be right back. You guys keep chatting. I'll see if my cat entertains you. Yep, she still has food. Had to check to make sure that her food dish still had food in it. Let me see what I miss. All right, let's see. Wow, I did miss a lot of stuff. All right, Andrew, simple, perfect for the algorithm. Is Jess Sampson here too? Oh, there he is. Hey, Jess Sampson, how you doing? See, if I stay on long enough, everybody will be here. We've been talking about everything, Jess Sampson. It's been fun. Courtney's been telling us all about her green funnel and working for REC. And she's going to be a representative, and they are going to sponsor her for a trip around the world. And why am I looking? You know what I was looking at for a second there? I have a little speaker, and instead of concentrating on the camera, I was looking at that. I don't know why, but I was. And let's see what else. Thank you. All right, Andrew, simple cooking. And let's see what else. Any hackers among us? Courtney, I haven't hacked, at least not in the last 24 hours. What are you looking to hack anyways? I had a welfare card got cut in August. Oh, sorry about that. Nobody likes to get their welfare cut. And I bowed out of gaming when everything turned 3D. Super Ninja. Yeah. My favorite one was Tank, Battlezone. They actually had a version years ago, Battlezone. Windows 3.12, I think, had the Battlezone. I wonder if I still have some of my old 3.5-inch floppies. Some of you guys probably have never even seen any of those things. I had a warfare one. Okay, we got that. Waffles and pancakes. Just are with abs. Also, waffles are just pancakes with abs. Oh, no. You didn't just say that. Nintendo Papa 561. There, I'm going to give you guys all my secret waffle recipe, and I am going to blow your mind. This is the best waffle recipe. You have to have a Belgian waffle maker, though, to make these. Let me get it. I'll find it overnight. Okay, here we go. This is it. I'm pulling it up now. This is going to go in chat. You need to copy this recipe down. This recipe, all right, I'll give you the background on it. I'm dating my girlfriend, right? And we're dating for about 3-4 weeks. And about 3-4 weeks in, her brother, who just happens to be a gourmet chef, says, "All right, Bill, you're going to cook breakfast for us. I've heard that you cook waffles, so you have to cook waffles." And I'm like going, how in the heck am I going to get a recipe to cook waffles that'll impress this guy? This is the recipe that I found. And there it is. It's for overnight yeasted waffles. And if you cook this waffle recipe, you will never go back to mix again in your life. Uncle Bill guarantees it, unless you're in a rush. He tasted those, and you read what's written on that thing, and it's so funny because he tasted the waffles, and you would swear that he wrote the article because it was like, oh, these are crispy and blah, blah, blah. And everything that was in that article was what he said. And if you follow that recipe, you will not be disappointed. The only caution I give you is on your first waffle, use about 3/4 of the amount of batter that you think you need to use, because the yeast really gets very active with this recipe, and it is great for making waffles. And no, waffles are not just pancakes with abs. They are tasty, and they're made to hold their weight in butter and syrup. And I love waffles with tons of butter and syrup. And that's why I don't eat them very often, because if I ate them like that every day, I'd be back up to my 188, which was about the highest I was, 188, 189. Like and subs to Bill. He's my dad. He's like my dad. Thank Nintendo. All right, Carbo Steel. Who's your man? All right, where am I at? Carlos. I'm very insecure about him, and he holds my heart in his thighs. Whatever. Sorry about that. Hey, Courtney, stop talking to my man. Oh, poor Courtney. Who's your man? I could sub to Bill. He's like my dad. Good. Thank you. And my Nintendo papa. Duh. All right. Papa 561, my husband left me for himself. Aww. Well, I think what that is a lot of times is that you probably are just a strong woman, and he just couldn't handle it. Some guys just can't. They want someone who is young and dumb. That's why a lot of the older guys, they go for the young ones. So, and I think women do that too, because people want things easy, and life isn't always easy. It's like they say, old age wasn't meant for the young, that's for sure. All right, where are we at now? All right. Have you heard about the beavers in the hole? I can handle 3 strong ones. Yeah, okay, well, Carlos, we might end up having to, I don't have a mute, but I can turn the live off. Because it looks like we're getting close to out of control. All right. My mom is now my dad. Well, Nintendo Papa 561, how old are you anyways? Just out of curiosity. Yeah. I wanted an equal. He wanted his mother. And yes, I am a strong. I know you're a strong woman. I saw your video. I don't want to crush you. I don't want a mother either. Yeah. And still insecure. Well, it's okay, Carlos, to be insecure. Oh, You're saying Nintendo 34? I don't think so. She made the transition after I lost. Oh, okay. Very interesting chat we're having. Anyways, we showed the hacks. What else am I missing here? Has anybody heard of Zenny Optical? That's where I get some of my glasses. These ones are actually from Walmart, but if you want inexpensive glasses, you go to Zenny Optical. They're out of China, of course, where all the inexpensive glasses are made. Tell me the best pickup line, sir. Well, the best pickup line, Carlos, is, hello, my name is Carlos. What's yours? That is the best pickup line. Because, Carlos, the best thing to do is to be real. And this handling 3 women at once, the only way you're going to be able to do that, really, is to hurt all 3, because it's not healthy for anybody. So that's where that goes. And the truth is, as far as prowess goes, a woman will always out-endure a man. Physical fact. So there you go, Carlos. That's the truth of life. Get over it. All right, can you tell me this? Okay, we got the best pickup line. I'm away to my bed now. Hey, Andrew, thank you very much for jumping in. And I hope that you get your sleep tonight. And you guys are great. Thank you very much. And now I can see why you have a moderator sometimes too. Because if it does get too crazy. Okay, Courtney, you have a good night too. It was very much chatting with you. And I think that life will be better for all of us. Every day this side of the dirt is a great day. And it was great chatting with you. Have a good night's sleep. We'll talk to you later. All right, Carlos, you want to talk straight? Okay, we'll see you soon. Thanks, Courtney. Let's see who's in the participants now. It's Andrew's still here, or still showing. I'm still showing. Carlos is still showing. Nintendo's still showing. And Courtney's still showing. There's a little bit of a lag for how fast the things change. I've noticed that if you don't type in for a while, that things don't. So, Carlos, how old are you? And Bridget's still here. Yay. He's 12. Well, 12 is not too young to start learning about women. I mean, the best thing you can do with women, Carlos, at 12 all the way up until you die is just be nice. If you want them to be nice to you, you be nice to them. Don't treat them as an object. They aren't. Okay. Well, I'll let Bridget talk for herself, but Carlos, you are. Of course, then again, I remember when I was 12, the 12-year-olds these days are a lot, they have a lot more spunk than we did back then. I think our parents beat it out of us, and it's not allowed to be done anymore when you're kids. Oh, you're here too, Just Samson. That's good. Well, I think we've deteriorated on this conversation down to the point where I should probably pretty close to ending the chat, because I think we're there. When he said he can handle 3 women, he meant dad/mom, my aunt, my great nana, and Jeff. So Nintendo Papa 561, are you really Carlos Leal's dad in real life? Because I really am Bridget D's dad in real life. And yes, Bridget D is way too old for you, Carlos. Because look at Uncle Bill. Uncle Bill's 63. I'm going to be 64 next year. Woo! Next year. What am I talking about? This year. We're into next year already. No, he's related to me. Well, that's good. So you can keep an eye on him, huh? George, are you still in here or did he leave? All right. I think we are just about at a closure. Yeah, I don't want to drag everything out for everybody. And unless anybody's got any more questions, I mean, actually for Carlos, let's see, Carlos, there's got to be a good book somewhere that you can read. Oh God, I'm thinking about. Okay, here we go. Carlos, your dad or mom can buy this for you. It's a great book, and it's about dealing with people. It's called Skill with People. Write this down, and it's by Les Giblin. And if you want to be a really great man, this is a great book. And you know what else? It's the kind of book that Uncle Bill likes. And I don't know if you know much about Uncle Bill, but Uncle Bill, even though he reads a lot, I don't like to read long books. And it's just a little itty bitty book about this big, costs about $4 or $5 on Amazon. You can even get it in Kindle format, and it will tell you all you need to know about people. And the truth is most people, if you want to make them happy, you talk about them. Yeah. My dad. Hey, Carlos, that's not the way. Okay. I'll buy it for him and have him write you a letter. Well, he doesn't have to write me a letter or anything. He could sub to my channel, though. That would be nice. Dr. Seuss is a nice book, too, Bridget. Yes. But okay, Just Samson, thanks for dropping in. You have a great day. I'm going to be closing out the chat pretty soon anyway, so you are right. And it's pretty much time to move on. But Carlos, you have a long life ahead of you, and I wish you the best. Make good choices and drop in anytime. I go live every Monday. I don't usually go this long, though, but it was a fun live, that's for sure. I was glad to have you all in here, and I might go longer next time, too. You never know. It's fun. If you guys want me to stick around, are there... Carlos, what is your favorite game? Because you're a gamer, right? I want to learn more about you, Carlos, before hanging up here. He's actually getting screamed at by his mom. Okay, anyways, get Carlos that book. I'm sure that he will benefit from it. And, basically it's a book that is harmless, yet at the same time empowering for Carlos, because when you realize that it's all about everybody else, that is the secret to life, really. The more you serve, the more life will bring your way. And on that note, Uncle Bill is closing this marathon long but fun live broadcast. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And every day this side of the dirt is a great day. Go out there, have some fun, stay COVID safe, hit like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. And I love you all. Goodbye. Yes, every Monday, 1:30 Pacific. We'll be here for you, Carlos. Thanks. Bye-bye.